My name is Sarah. I'm 42 years old, and for a long time, I felt like my body was working against me. I was constantly tired, bloated most days, and found it almost impossible to lose weight, especially around my belly. I thought maybe it was just age catching up with me. I tried eating healthier, cutting down on sugar, and even pushing myself into exercise routines, but nothing seemed to make a real difference. The frustrating part was that I felt like I was doing everything right, but still didn't see results. There were days I would wake up already feeling heavy, not just physically, but mentally. Afternoons were the worst. My energy would crash. I'd struggle to focus at work, and by the time I got home, all I wanted to do was lie on the couch. It wasn't until I came across something talking about the role of the liver in metabolism that I started connecting the dots. I had never thought much about my liver before. It wasn't exactly something you hear about unless you're sick. But I learned that if your liver is overloaded or sluggish, it can affect everything: fat burning, digestion, energy, and even mood. That's when I first heard about HepatoBurn. I'll be honest, I was skeptical. I've tried supplements before, and most of them didn't live up to their promises. But HepatoBurn wasn't just another fat burning pill. It was designed to actually support liver health, using natural ingredients like milk thistle, artichoke extract, green tea, and resveratrol. The idea is simple but powerful. If your liver is cleansed and functioning well, your body can naturally process fats and toxins more efficiently. That made sense to me in a way other quick fixes didn't. I decided to give it a try without expecting miracles. The first thing I noticed after a few days was that I didn't feel as heavy after meals. That bloated, uncomfortable feeling started to fade. By the end of the first week, I had a bit more energy in the afternoons, enough to actually take short walks after work instead of collapsing on the couch. By the second week, my digestion felt smoother. My skin looked a little brighter, and I was waking up more easily in the mornings. The biggest change came around the third week. My clothes started fitting differently. That stubborn belly area I thought I'd be stuck with forever was slowly shrinking. It wasn't overnight, and it wasn't extreme, but it was real progress I could see and feel. What really impressed me was how balanced I felt overall. No jitters, no racing heart, no sudden crashes. The paddleboard just seemed to work quietly in the background, supporting my body's natural processes. Even my cravings changed. I wasn't constantly reaching for snacks or sugary treats, which made it easier to stick to healthier food choices without feeling deprived. And it wasn't just physical. I noticed I was in a better mood, less irritable, and sleeping more deeply. It's amazing how much difference it makes when your body's internal systems are in balance. I started to feel like myself again, not the exhausted version I have gotten used to, but the more vibrant, motivated, and confident me. The funny thing is, I only tried HepatoBurn because I stumbled across it at the right time. I've since found out it's becoming very popular, and from what I've heard, it might not be available forever. Some people say it's hard to keep in stock because so many are trying to get it once they hear how effective it can be. If the link is still there when you've seen this video, maybe it's worth checking while you have the chance. I'm not saying this to convince anyone, just sharing because for me, supporting my liver health with HepatoBurn was the missing piece that helped everything else fall into place. You never know how much of a difference something can make until you try. For me, it wasn't about chasing an unrealistic transformation, just wanting to feel better in my own skin, have steady energy, and not feel like my body was holding me back. That's exactly what I got. If you find this and the opportunity is still available, I can honestly say it was worth it for me. And maybe it could be for you too.